Hi, boys. You like the new ground? I bet. Bet you do. Yeah, it's my backyard. It's okay. I'm good with it. So this fence right here, which is hot, so I'm not going to touch it, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks. That's a block right there. So there's 12 rows of blocks in between the posts. We have one strand that is every, I want to say it's every 5. So this isn't counting the ones that are in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 6. So this is half the distance as normal, which means these poles, there's twice as many. They're bigger poles, and so they're heavy, and it becomes this huge, cumbersome, awful mess. And we hate this one single strand that we have. It's the only one we have like it. So what's the fix for all of this? You can probably see what I'm doing already. That is that's how it's normally set up. I am pulling the poles. I'm pulling the poles. And I am going to restring them so that they're 1 every 12, just like the other ones. We'll have some spare poles, but it's just going to take some time. I got it all stretched out here. It's going to take some time to pull those out and to then reweave them and put them back in place. But this is the fix that we've come up with, moving this strand. This strand is awful. This morning we moved fences, like, don't even touch that thing. Leave it. Just leave it right there. I have seriously contemplated just throwing this piece in the barn and letting it rot. But if I can fix it, I will. So let's fix it. Okay, so you can see this one is still woven into the fence. So what I'm going to do is all of the ones that aren't woven in, like this one right here, I'm going to weave it back into the fence. What I've done is I've stepped them out, and I've put a pole every 12th, 13th, depends on how you want to count it out. There's 12 empty in the middle. So I want to weave this one back in the exact same way that they're woven in. So this hook is going up, and then I'm gonna just weave it in. Just like that. So this is what holds the bottom piece in place. And the way that that works is this bottom strand goes into the plastic piece, and then it slides onto the hook, just like that. And then you take the top right here and you lock it into this channel, which is really tight on the top, but the hole underneath it is loose. There you go. So I'm gonna weave in all of the ones that I want in place. And as I'm doing that, I'll remove all of the ones that I don't want. And I'll go all the way up there, and I'll just rebuild it like all of the rest of them. That way it's the same weight, and then I'll just put the poles in the barn for spares. But to remove them, like this one, I just do the opposite. I pull the top loose, I unweave it. This one's got a bunch of dirt on it. Take the clip off and just weave it right out. Now this is a spare pole. I'll hold on to this clip right here. So I'll hold on to that, and I'll put it in a bag of spare parts along with the poles. So here's a close-up look of that clip and how it's gone onto the actual spike. So to take this off, all I'm doing is just sliding it And then this, it's retaining the wire like that, and it's got a cut in it. You just pull it through, and then you keep this. So for the top, this piece right here, you can see it's really tight up top, and then it's got this long hole in the bottom. What I like to do is wrap it on both sides. I pinch it, and then it pulls through. And it pops loose real easy. All right, to reinstall it, this is the top piece right here. I'll grab one end. I'll get it into the channel. I'll just pull it tight right in. It's like, so this bottom, you have to put it on the cable first. So slip the cable into it. Come on. There we go, like that. Then you run the spike through. There you go, easy peasy. There you have it. So it's not perfect. They're not all 12. I kind of spaced them out like 11 or so in areas where it was advantageous just for a pole. But I got 6 of them out. That's a substantial weight loss on a 100-foot piece of electric mesh fence. That is definitely substantial enough to make it maneuverable again. So we'll keep it that way. Keep the spare poles. So here's something else that you might want to keep in mind too. These poles don't have to be specifically spaced. If you have someplace that you're going to install these and it's got a weird outline, but it's going to be more permanent than temporary. So like back here, right? Okay. So I have one of the spare poles, the black ones that come with the kit, over here holding this corner. And then this, I got another black one over here in this corner, right? So if I was gonna run this electric fence and leave it back here, I could just move the white poles and put them where they need to be. As long as I'm not going past about 12, I should be okay. And then I can just run this in single pieces, and it'll just go right into the corners. Boom, boom. You don't have to worry about tightening it and sagging and all of that. So our animals are already trained to the electric fence, so we don't get too terribly concerned when we lose some electricity, which we probably are when the fence is sagging like that against the grass. But they know the shock, so they don't push their luck. And we just got the 3 boys out here, so they're pretty good. But keep that in mind. You can customize this fence to fit weird places, okay? Not an issue. Good luck.